Golfers, it's Friday, so that means we are coming with a new tip. Today we are going to show you how to chip from the rough and save your par every single time. Hole 14 is one of the trickiest holes we have in Zala Springs, and most of the time it's quite hard to catch the ball, so it will roll off the green and sometimes you're gonna end up in like a deep rough. Now, when I see players in this rough, they start to panic a bit because they are not really in control of the club, and as well how the club is gonna react to this grass and how the ball is gonna come out. Sometimes they hit it in the middle, they fin it and it just goes over the green. Some other times it's just gonna get a fat shot, so it just come out onto the semi-rough and then they had to putt from there. So let's try to see how we can do better this shot and to try to give ourselves a really good chance to save our par. Let's go through the basics of what we need to do different than a normal chip shot from a fairway lie compared to this one. So from here already I know that the ball is gonna come with less spin, so it's gonna run a lot more when it lands onto the green. So I need to take that in consideration. Now, ball position is gonna be in the middle of the stance, weight is gonna be just slightly forward, and instead of having the hands too far forward to take more loft off the club, which is gonna provide me with even less spin, I want you to have the handle somewhere in the middle towards your belly button. This is gonna ensure that you have some loft and there's gonna be a bit more spin on the ball than in a normal situation. Now, we need a bit the bounce to help us as well, because if I have the club face square, then the grass is gonna grab the club face and is gonna make it stop very quick. So this is gonna mean that we're gonna hit the ball in a fat way, so it's not gonna go anywhere. Now, if you open the club face a little bit, we're gonna enable the bounce a bit more to allow us to glide the club head through the grass, as you can see here. These would be a few key elements for this shot. And now, let's take the position. And there's one thing that I want you to do during the swing. So, I want you to do the following. When you make the backswing, feel like you hinge a little bit your wrists so the club head travels really quick up, because we want to tilt a bit the swing in a way that is going to become a bit steeper. So I'm going to have a bit more power when I get into the grass. In this way I know that the club is not going to get stuck. Instead of going a normal and just brushing the grass on the way back and then brush everything on the way through, I want you to just hinge your wrists a little bit and then accelerate through the grass. All right, so hinge and then turn. And you can see now the shot is a bit more aggressive. The club is going to glide a bit better through the grass. Now, in case you hit it even now a little bit fat, the ball is still gonna come out really good. So we need one more thing as well important, and this is gonna be the chest rotation. So once I hinged, make sure that your chest turns to the target, okay? So I need you to turn everything to the target to keep the momentum of the shot going through the golf ball, right? So we need open club face, shaft in the middle, hinge the wrists, and then turn the chest, be more aggressive through the shot. And now let's see how this actually plays out. By implementing the small changes that I just told you is going to ensure that you strike the ball really good even from the rough. So as you can see, the ball passed the hole from where I was hitting, and as far as I know, the ball landed somewhere in this area. So you could see that the ball rolled a little bit after it landed. So this would be the second thing that I want you to pay attention when you have a shot like this, is just to really select good the landing area. This is gonna be really crucial because the ball is gonna start to run after it lands. Now, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next week at the Solution Golf.